The roller coaster is... Hey guys, it is Saturday. It is well into Saturday afternoon. I don't really know what happened to us today. We were just not on our A game with vlogging. I'm making this a we thing because I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I was not on my A game with vlogging, but we're just about to go out. Today is officially day 8, or is it day 9?
It's day 8. Yeah, no, it's 9.
It's day 9 of the stimulation shots. I started last weekend. I shared some of that in the last vlog. So we're getting close, or at least we're getting closer. We're definitely getting close. You usually only do your egg retrieval IVF stimulation meds for, I think it's an average of like 10 to 12 days. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. And they're trying to push me a little bit longer, but we are close. I mean, 9 days is close no matter how you cut it. And I'm getting excited, but I'm also feeling kind of tired, and I might also be having a hot flash as we speak. For some reason, around this time every day, like mid to like late afternoon, I just start feeling so hot. No matter how cool it is in the house, no matter how many fans I have on, I just start sweating. And I always feel like it's the house and not me. Like I never recognize it as a true like hot flash. And I guess it's just the way they dose my medicine that I've just been having hot flashes all week. It's really wonderful. We have an appointment tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow to do blood work and a sonogram. I've been going in every other day this week just to do checks. That's how they normally do it. And we're just waiting and seeing when I'll be ready for this egg retrieval. So that's tomorrow morning. Excited for that. But pretty much this weekend, we're just trying to like lay low. I am, you know, kind of bloated. I'm definitely bruised. Generally good though. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I've been feeling pretty tired today, but I don't know if it's the meds or I didn't sleep well or whatever. Basically, I've been doing pretty well with any side effects that I've been experiencing. Anyway, right now, we're about to leave the house, finally, today. But I don't exactly know what we're gonna do. We've thrown around a lot of ideas so far.
CVS.
Okay, like I said, hot flashes, and also I ran out of deodorant yesterday. I did use deodorant, but I also ran out of deodorant, and I like my deodorant, you know what I mean?
And Lowe's for a plant run, maybe?
Grant is totally throwing that out there just to like be a nice husband. He's like, don't you wanna go to Lowe's and look and see if they have any plants? Which, of course, I do. I feel like I should not get a new plant right now.
Take a look. Why not? You may find a winner.
It smells so good outside this Lowe's.
Yeah, let's get those onions cooking. Lure you in.
Ooh, I'm
They're
lured.
poisonous dogs.
You say poisonous dogs?
Poison, yeah.
Have you tried them?
No, because they're poison, I know.
It's Christmas, did you know? If you were wondering, which I bet you weren't, I am ready for Christmas as we speak. Okay, suddenly we're actually looking at Christmas
Well, you
stuff.
gotta plan early. I mean, you gotta...
This is how you know Grant's really trying to work the system today.
What do you mean, what this is?
We're looking at Christmas stuff in October.
It'll be...
He's
it'll
a
be
nice guy.
Christmas before you know it.
I feel exactly the same way.
But having done this like 2 years in the past, like it's always...
It sneaks up on us.
It sneaks up on you.
Well, yeah, the lights have been kind of a lot of trouble, and Grant usually handles the lights on his own. And so we've got a new house, and so obviously we might want to do something a little bit different. And the last house was 3 stories, so it was kind of not a thing to put lights like on the outside of like the roof or anything. But with this house, it would be a little bit more manageable, at least to do some of it. And we're just looking at the options, and there's some pretty cute stuff that Grant was intrigued by, and I am encouraging every bit of it. Like these bulbs right here, I have never seen a bulb that shape, that size, you know, like nice flickering. And then Grant was pointing out these. Honestly, I'm not really like a colorful Christmas light person, but I do really, really love the size, and I like that they're color changing. Uh-oh. I like what I see. I like what I see.
Well, this would be cool to hang from the house.
And then up here we've got Mickey and Minnie about to make the jump off the top shelf. Whoa, those are huge. Oh, these little presents are cute. We found all the Disney stuff Should we go Disney theme? Should we be that crazy? Okay, so currently I'm kind of hiding behind some plants because as I was bending down to look at a plant on a lower shelf, I felt kind of an odd stretching, and I just washed these last week, and so I thought it was no big deal. When I stood up, I realized my pants ripped in a very big way. It is not okay. We need to leave immediately. I can't believe this happened. Can we leave right
we
here?
can go through here.
Let's leave right there. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that happened. I am so glad that did not happen like in the middle of the grocery store or something, and we were just in the little garden center area and there were not that many people around, because this rip is no joke. I would have shown you if it was anything appropriate for YouTube. We're about to go home. When I take them off, I will show you. Oh my gosh. I had Grant take a picture because I couldn't really feel like the extent of what was happening back there.
It's a large rip.
It's a large rip.
It's a large structural failure.
I'm so annoyed. But luckily, we're close to home. We don't have to be anywhere right now. And I can change. And I can show you how bad this is. What if this happened to you, Grant?
Oh, I'd just keep wearing them. Show it off. So look at the season.
Honestly, I wasn't really loving wearing these jeans anyways. They're kind of stiff because I just washed them. And I'm real bloated and I'm wearing a belt, and it's just kind of not a happy situation around here. Okay, so needless to say, I did not come home with any Christmas decorations or plants or anything at all because we needed to make a hasty exit. Now that I've looked at it in the mirror like for more than 5 seconds when Grant took that picture, I was just like, we have to go, we have to go. I don't feel like it's as bad. I don't think it'll be a big problem if I show you. I don't think it's focusing, but that's probably for the best. It goes from like the top of the butt to the bottom of the butt. It is just all open and out there. It is not pretty. I'm so disappointed in these jeans. I got them from J. Crew. Yes, it's been a while, but I have not worn them enough times for this to happen. They have not been abused in any way. I am really genuinely shocked that this happened, and I've never had jeans rip like this. Like, I've had rips happen, but it's after like years and years of wear, and they're like already like thin, like jegging type jeans, but whatever, I'm just gonna change. I don't think there's any repairing these jeans from here. Maybe there's something else I can do with the material, but I don't know. I was kind of finally warming up to these jeans because they're kind of more of like a relaxed fit, and I was like a little bit unsure of them when I got them. I think it was last fall, but now I really like them, and I was so ready to like wear them all the time. Guess not. Anyway, enough about that. I'm standing in the dining room right now, and the light is going down a little bit, but I want to show you some of my Halloween decorations. I just had a new Halloween decor DIY video. A lot of the stuff is from the Dollar Tree, or the supplies that I use to make the projects. I was making this in the last vlog, if you remember, and I got it all done. I got the video out last Thursday. If you missed it, definitely go check it out. I'll link it in the description down below. I'll also link it in a card up there if you want to click it. I love how the video turned out, and I love how all of the projects turned out. I'm so happy with everything. I feel like this year I've felt happier with how all of them came out in the end. And it was just, I don't know, generally a less stressful process. I was just really into it, and I feel like it came out really well. Anyway, I'm gonna show you like a brief overview, but you need to go watch the video to really see everything in detail. I'm trying to like bribe you to go watch the video basically. So obviously I don't have my candles lit at the moment, but when all of these are lit, it is very spooky. This is my centerpiece that I kind of pushed off to the side because we usually sit right here for dinner. I did the centerpiece, and a lot of this stuff is from Dollar Tree. And then over here, I did this whole area. I made this skull garland with the long tassels. And then I also made this sign that says Happy Halloween. And then I have a bunch of my pumpkins that I got last weekend at the nursery, and all of my little skeleton hands. And then over here, I have a lot of my decor that I've made for the past 2 years. My skeletons, my candy bowl with the rat and the hands and the skulls, and then my ghost family that I love so much. I am just so happy with the amount of Halloween happening in this room right now. All right, I really need to go and get changed. I can see Grant is getting all of my meds ready to go. We're actually gonna have to do our shots on the road tonight, which isn't really a big problem, but since the sun will be going down earlier, it's gonna be a little bit of a different experience than doing shots in the car in the summertime. Got our little lunch box for the cold meds that we have to bring with us. There's a lot involved in this traveling circus at this point. All right, so we've just been hanging out at home for a bit. I made a quick change, all is well in the world, and honestly this skirt is so much more comfy than those jeans ever would be, because right now we're about to go to the drive-in. Going out to the Galaxy drive-in, we haven't been there in a while. I love going to the drive-in. It's definitely a drive, but I definitely feel like it's worth it. They've actually opened, I think, 2 other drive-ins in Dallas that are much closer to us, but they're a lot more limited and they don't have as many screens, and so they're harder to get into, so we haven't tried those 2. But I love the Galaxy. It feels like it's been there forever, and it probably has. I haven't really looked into it, but we're gonna see a movie called Possessor. It's from Brandon Cronenberg, which is David Cronenberg's son. He did like The Fly, I think Videodrome, you know, the classics. And this is kind of like a sci-fi horror movie. I've been wanting to watch horror movies lately, especially because it's October and Halloween is coming. But to be honest, I'm kind of a baby when it comes to horror movies. Like, I really like older horror movies, like 70s, 80s. Like, I feel like I can handle those a lot more. They don't scare me as much. But like current horror movies scare the pants off of me. And I always think I'm gonna be tough, and then I get into the theater and I get so scared afterward. I'm such a baby, but I think this one's a little bit more like sci-fi. It's not, I don't know. The trailer didn't seem like it was super, super scary. And I feel like because it's Brandon Cronenberg, I'm even more interested. I think we're gonna pick up something to eat on the way, kind of picnic drive-in style. And we're also gonna be doing our shots at the movies. Maybe actually definitely during the movie. So we'll see how that goes. Headed out to screen 6. She told us what screen to go to, but at night you can't really see the little signs they have out. All right, we finally got our radio on the right station, and we actually got a really good spot. This is definitely the most dramatic music we've ever had.
I like it.
For our shot routine. All right, so we're just doing 25 tonight.
Yeah.
We're actually reducing our dose for this pen medication. And we brought a little lantern with us to give us a little extra light.
Cheer.
We did it. All right, it is Sunday morning and we just pulled in at the fertility doctor's office, and I have blood work and a sonogram this morning. They're just looking at my follicles, seeing how big they are, because they're waiting for them to get to a certain size to where it kind of indicates that they most likely have a mature egg in there, and then that's how they base when we schedule the egg retrieval. So it's still very much up in the air, but I'm really, really hoping that we've progressed, that I have a lot of good sized follicles with hopefully very mature, happy, healthy eggs in there. And we can find out when the egg retrieval will be, because that'll definitely make it a lot easier for Grant to schedule his week, because he'll take the day off on my egg retrieval day so he can drive me and, you know, make sure I don't die. I won't die. That's not a thing. But today is officially day 10. I mean, we haven't done our medicine for the day, so I feel like it's not day 10 yet until the evening. But it is day 10, so we're in the zone of finding out, I feel. And I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gone by so much faster this time than last time.
It has.
Like doing the shots and everything.
Yeah, I can't believe it's day 10.
I know. It's like flown by, and I need to go in. So I'll ramble later. Okay, I actually had to wait for a little while, but we're finally ready. Back home, and the sonogram went well. The appointment was way longer than honestly it usually is. And I had a new sonogram person and she was super informative, and I actually also recorded it. And so I could show Grant everything, and we kind of went through it slowly when we first got home to look at all the follicle sizes and everything. And I actually got to talk to my doctor's nurse right after, and she did schedule me for another blood work and sonogram appointment for tomorrow morning, but it's still up in the air. Basically how it works is when you go in for these blood work sonogram appointments in the morning, you wait for a call later in the afternoon to hear all the results, because the doctor goes over your blood work and looks at everything and decides if they want to change your medication, if it's time to trigger. And that's kind of the news that we're waiting on now. But the nurse was like, oh yeah, everything's looking really good. And whenever we went over everything, the sizes are definitely looking really good. They could tell me it's time to trigger today, or they could tell me it's time to trigger tomorrow. I think it's one of the two.
Yeah.
I think that it's most likely not going to go longer than that. As a doctor, that's what I think. But I feel good about it. I feel very happy and encouraged. I think just like last egg retrieval, I got 28 eggs. A lot of them were immature, and that was one of the main problems that we encountered. And then a lot of them didn't fertilize, which is another problem when we're doing ICSI to try to correct that this time. But we're prepared this time again. It's gonna be a lot of eggs again, which is a good thing. But mainly we just really want maturity, fertilization. That's what we're focusing on. Strength, agility, focus. But we're feeling good generally. That was a good appointment.
Yeah, we're feeling awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the call. I was just thinking about it when I was taking Luna out. Like, it's basically like a 3-week period where you're waiting by the phone. Yeah. All during the stimulation, you're getting calls every day, every other day to hear what to do next. And then especially after the egg retrieval, you are waiting by the phone very much, because you want to hear the news every day, every other day, every couple days, to hear how the eggs are doing and how the embryos are doing and how they're fertilizing and everything like that, and the test results.
Fertilization. But
we're happy right now.
We're in a great place.
Yep. The roller coaster is
Texas Giant.
Yeah, that's how the phone calls work. Right now is tick 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 tick. Or at least for me, I'm lucky that I keep getting good news about eggs growing and stuff like that. I'm very, very, very thankful for that. But that's my update on the appointment. We'll hear back from the doctor later. I don't know if I'm hoping one way or another. I think I'm okay with going another day and having to come back in tomorrow morning, or going ahead with the trigger, as long as
whatever they think's best.
Yeah, as long as it's success.
Yeah. All
right now I am determined to post an Instagram about my Halloween decorations. I don't think anyone cares. I don't feel like anyone cares, but I care very deeply, and I'm gonna make it happen. Miss Luna Bean is loving the sunshine right now. Uh-oh. Where are you headed, Miss Thang? Oh, this sweet girl. All right, we are living the dream this afternoon at Zoe's Kitchen. You know how I feel about Zoe's Kitchen. And there is absolutely no one in here at all. Okay, so we're back home. We went out, we had some food, we ran some boring errands. I don't think I vlogged anything from the errands, but more importantly, we actually got a call back from the nurse. So an update on the blood work and everything. And I know I said I didn't really have an opinion or a preference on when we started the trigger, if it was, today, tomorrow, or, whatever day, just as long as everything goes well. But, I was kind of hoping that we were getting the ball rolling and doing the egg retrieval sooner rather than later. But they let us know that I do need to come in tomorrow morning at 10 to do my blood work and my sonogram. And we're doing a slight modification to the medication tonight. We're stepping back on the Minipure even more. Really, this cycle has been so different, or the stimulation medication at least, because almost every call there is a slight tweak to the medication. And the other thing that we talked about with the nurse is that the largest follicle was at 20 and then the second largest was at 17. When I was looking at the screen during the sonogram, I was definitely seeing more numbers that looked like there was like 18s, 19s, but I guess not. I mean, obviously I am not a person that can analyze these things, so that's okay. So obviously the eggs need to cook a little bit more, they need to grow, and I'm glad they're doing like a steady, slow growth, because obviously that's a whole lot better than hyperstimulation, which is a big fear for my situation. I don't know how this week is gonna go, but my egg retrieval will be happening this week at some point. Like, that's a guarantee. It's definitely happening in the next few days-ish. I don't know when. I want to say that it won't interfere with this vlog going out on time, but my track record has not been very good this. What is going on? Toonie! What's going on? Are you playing? Oh, here she is. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. What did I ever do to deserve this? Just hopped up here out of nowhere. Are you all right, girl? You got a lot of energy right now. I need to take you for a run, girl. Anyway, I'm rambling, I'm sorry, but I'm excited. I'm so excited for this to happen. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I want to know how many embryos we're gonna get, but I'm just thinking positively. That's really all you can do in this situation. Obviously, you don't want to get your hopes way up and then get yourself more disappointed than you might already be if something doesn't go right. We've been there before, of course. We've been there in many different ways, but you have to think positive. There's really no other way. But if you want to follow along in more of like a real-time way, you can follow on my Instagram story, and I'll try to keep you guys updated on the egg retrieval situation over there, because obviously during the week I won't be vlogging. Okay, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet right now, but I'm starting a cookie recipe. Now is cookie eating time. Get your cookies, ladies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't been watching the IVF vlogs or the fertility vlogs for very long, you might not know what I'm talking about, but if you know, you know, it's cookie eating time. We're gonna be eating cookies tonight if this recipe works. Grant sent me this recipe like middle of last week. They're like keto peanut butter cookies. We've been eating low carb since we started our second stimulation, just because our doctor said that that can really help people. So we really want to do anything that helps, and so we're not eating carbs. I really missed them this time. It was much easier last time. I don't know why, but there's only 3 ingredients in this recipe. I honestly have my doubts if these are gonna work. I have a box mix that we can fall back on if they don't work, but I really love peanut butter, and if this does work, it's like the easiest cookie recipe ever. So we're gonna make those. I appreciate you guys praying for us, thinking happy thoughts, eating cookies, all of the above. If you're down for it, it means so much to me to hear from you guys that you're thinking of us, eating cookies, all of that. It's just, I love that you guys get it, and I love that you guys are supporting us and you're here for us and you're thinking about us even when I'm not talking about it. I'll be honest, we probably haven't been eating as many cookies as we could have been in the last week just because of being low carb and everything, but if this recipe works, this solves everything. First ingredient, sugar-free peanut butter. Next up, we have a ½ a cup of sugar-free brown sugar, and then a large egg, and that's it. Okay, the cookies are out and they came out super soft, but the recipe said that it would be like that. So I have them on my new cooling rack that I got from Amazon. It's like a 3-tier thing, and you can very easily collapse it and store it, which I thought was really cool, and that's kind of what sold me. We'll have to see what they taste like because I haven't tried one yet, obviously, but they look pretty legit. And then over here, as I'm sure you can hear, We have some sausage going. We're doing kind of a breakfast for dinner situation. And I also got this keto pancake or waffle mix. And so I have the mix ready and we're gonna make the waffles as soon as the sausage gets ready. All right, we've got a very fancy feast tonight. We've got one waffle with chocolate chips and one waffle that is going to be like a waffle sausage sandwich.
This is the best waffle topping you ever.
Look at Luna's little paw.
She says, I think you forgot about mine.
Maybe have a little bite, please. Do you want a sausage waffle, Sammy? Are you crying about it a little bit? All right, my sister's already been texting me about it tonight. We're about to watch the new episode of The Vow. Oh, it's not out yet? What? I guess we just have to go back to watching Tim Tracker. All right, we're done with dinner and we're all set up for day 10 shots. We're doing a little bit less of this, but the same of everything else. And I'm ready for it.
You here for it?
I'm here for it. All right, time for a taste test.
Ooh. Really good.
For a keto cookie or for all cookies?
For keto cookie, for sure. And pretty good for all cookies.
Wow. Surprisingly good. Shockingly good, honestly. For 3 ingredients, I really did not expect these to like hold together or even act like a cookie at all. Wow. All right, it's the end of the night. I'm super tired. We watched our show. I fell asleep on the couch. I don't know what happened. I just got so tired and I just feel really out of it and kind of like, I don't know, just weird all over. I'm having a hard time describing it. I don't know if it's the shots or if it was like our weird dinner. The waffles were surprisingly good for being like a keto mix, but I don't know. It was a weird dinner even still. I'm sure I'm gonna feel all better tomorrow. I have my appointment tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. I will update you along the way as much as I can on Instagram and Twitter or wherever. I don't even know. Until then, thanks. I love you. Bye.